Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have a cornucopia of content today to get to. And our first story is Kaitlyn Bristowe and Jason Tartick on the red carpet together of the People's Choice Awards country version. People's Choice, it's a real who's who of who the hell are some of these people? We're going to get into all of it here. If you're wondering, Dave, why are you looking so casual today? Well, it is a Hurricane Friday. I hope everyone's safe and dry. I'm wearing my Costco Puma tracksuit. As you can see right here, I'm not making things up. I got the whole thing looking very chic, right? Got my my Friday fit going on for you guys. This is gonna be one of those videos that you may call off the rails or unprofessional. I don't know what you want to call it. Irreverent at best, annoying at worst. But there isn't much. I mean, I got a 14-second video, so I'm gonna make something out of nothing here. The title of this post says, Jason and Caitlyn being near each other on the People's Choice Country Awards red carpet is one of the most awkward 14-second clips ever. I don't know if that's true. This is one of those tests, those ink blot tests where depending on how you look at it may depend on what you think of it. Let's just watch the clip. There he is. He's getting some guy's number, clearly trying to get him on the podcast. And then it pans over, very subtle job, by the way, to 1KB Kaitlyn Bristowe. Now, people say, oh my gosh, look at, everyone's got a different opinion. Caitlyn did have a full-on story regarding, I guess, a nipple pasty event. We'll break that down. We'll get into it. But there she is. I mean, look, you got to smile because you don't know if you're in the background of someone else's picture. When I say these red carpets look like hell, I don't think I'm properly selling how bad they are. But you got to go. If you want to go to the show, you got to walk by the carpet until you're Brad Pitt level and you get to walk in the back door. This is just what you do. So there she is talking to somebody, waiting for her interview, making sure she looks good. And there's Jason, scoring free tickets to a hockey game or whatever the hell they could be doing. Maybe they're dusting up this guy's Hinge profile. I have no idea. But either way, the comment section, of course, is brutal. And look, I know not everyone has the same thoughts, but for the most part, on the internet, you'll read people saying, oh, women need to, stand up for each other and not tear each other apart. And then the comment section is just people tearing apart Kaitlyn Bristowe. Someone said that, this is brutal, and I'm just pointing this out just to show you how cruel and mean it is. I love Jason. He 100% upgraded to Kat, and you can see his energy is unbothered. She's looking at him. He isn't looking at her. Who the fuck are you? This is where Troll Patrol would come in. I'd love to go up to this person's place and be like, really? Why? What's the point? I don't know. Just a thought. So here's Caitlyn's Instagram stories. Let's go through them here. She posted that, and again, like I said, it is a slow news day. Patreon will be a little late this morning, maybe around noon Central Time. I've got to go to a dermatologist appointment because I like to schedule them once every 20 years to make sure my moles are doing their normal mole thing. By the way, Genesis 1:27, if God created us in his image, what's he doing with the moles? What's going on with those? Why do my people have moles? They're not good looking. They only lead to cancer. Is there any sort of code written on? I don't know. Anyway, if you have moles, good for you. I just don't understand why they don't just lop them off preventatively. What do I know? Well, I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully it's fine. When you realize your nip covers are showing and you're halfway to the event. So there she is, nip cover. Look, I've seen these nip covers they talk about. My wife has, will put them on. Ladies, if you have nip covers on, and you don't warn your husband or your man or your lady, it's jarring. I can't even explain to you when you know what I mean? What the hell? You know what I mean? Because you're just used to seeing God's gift, and then all of a sudden you have this silicone jellyfish kind of stuck to, and then if you ever want to peel these, you got to stick them onto the wall and just throw them. I tried to throw one across the wall. It stuck to my son's face. I had to peel. He looked like he had a tan eye patch on after what do we, and look, here's the thing with nipple covers. Okay. I'll say this because, talking about dermatology, talking about moles. We can talk about nipples too, because men have nipples too. Nipples for everybody. The idea, like our country is so back ass, founded on Puritans, that we have women covering up their nipples. Look, blame the patriarchy. I'll take the hit. It's our fault. I don't know why, but here you have nipples, right? Intended to nourish, like my son, he's 16 pounds. Every ounce of that son of his body is nourished through my wife's mammary glands, and we're covering them up. I think there needs to be more nipples in society. That's what I think. We need to cherish and release the nipple. But I understand Kaitlyn here going to the red carpet. She's going to Country Music Fest, which might as well be called the evangelical Easter, whatever it is, because look, we love country music, but God forbid you show a little skin, the Holy Spirit's going to rain hell. Maybe that's why the hurricane's hitting Nashville right now, is because Kaitlyn Bristowe had her nip covers showing. I don't know. So anyway, she posted, "It's only a matter of time before the DMs are telling me to put my areolas away." Oh, hold on. We lost it. What did she say after that? But they are covers. What do I do? Now, look, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. You got to get your nip cover. And then when you take a photo, the way the flash hits the thing can look like nudity. But what do you do? No covers? I personally would say in normal society, no covers. Just let your God-given body fly. But I understand the hesitation here. So, and again, you might see your ex. It's like, what do you do? Okay, for those saying free the nip, it's Country Music Awards, like maybe at VMAs. But these are country folk. What's worse? Yeah, these prude country folk. Here's the thing with country music. They're okay about singing about songs, sleeping with their second cousin, drinking whiskey down a dirt road, red Solo cups. But if the color of your skin is different around the nipple, it's a weird fast. I'm just saying. It's back ass. It's awkward. It's a weird fascination we have with the change of the color of the skin in this specific area. So anyhow, what can you do? So I guess last year this article came out. Kaitlyn Bristowe suffers panic attack and misses People's Choice Country Awards. It almost reads like PCOS, right? Red carpet. So she said, "Not this year, bitch." She's like, "I'm coming this year, nipples or not." So there she is. Happy for her. Oh, but look, ingenuity. We love ladies. There's nothing more ingenious than a lady with a wardrobe malfunction. So
yeah, I think so too.
It looks like they're cutting up
makeshift
a bodysuit here.
Go. Last minute. Thank God this isn't like the Oscars. Right?
We would still do it for you.
Oh, yeah, you would. Thank you.
All right, so there they are. She's got stylists
Last minute
sewing the nipples in place.
But everyone's like, why are you here anyways, Caitlyn?
Why are you here? Hey, Kaitlyn has a song, right? What's it called again? Mind Your Business or something? What's it called?
Cut these now. Okay. They look dark. They look
All right, so those, okay, so
okay.
That's exactly what I was saying. They look like jellyfish. Go back. I know Jelly Roll is a country musician, but jellyfish, I don't think we need. There they are. If you saw one of how many of these are stuck to the club floor after a night out at emo night? You know what I mean? Okay. And then you got to put the plastic onto them, and it's like, they have that plastic they save for the suction cups for your GPS, and then it's the same plastic they use for these nipple covers here. But again,
they look dirty.
Here's what it is. Here. Oh, okay.
All right, so there they are. They solved the day there. She looks like, disco ball chic there, Kaitlyn. And then there she is. So, yeah, what can you do? Jason he just posted, a fashion. My wife goes, "Jason Tartick's doing fashion TikTok." And I'm like, look, live your dream. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want. So he chooses burgundy, different black coat options there. Got the, informal country boots with a skin tight black pants. I mean, you can really see the whole situation there. I say free the nipple and free the moose knuckles. What do I care? Go for it. Live your life. You know what I mean? So anyhow, yeah, they saw each other. Is it a big deal? I mean, they've been broken up for a quarter century at this point. Who cares, if you ask me? And when you go to the People's Choice, like I said, it's a real who's who of who. When you go to their Instagram here, let's turn the music down here, and of course, country musicians. And by the way, I live in Tennessee now. I don't understand and again, this is going to be very hypocritical. I don't understand wearing hats inside at night. Now I've got a hat on just because I'm having a bad hair day. Well, I'm not having a bad hair. I just, I washed my hair, shampooed and conditioned. It was that time of the year. I figured I'd give it the old standard due, but I didn't put any of my, signature Moroccan oil in. So here we are. I like to dabble a little castor oil when the time's right. But anyhow, I digress. So here we have the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star. This lady's only 21. She's got 17 children, in case you didn't know. She has a child every 3 months. There's some sort of revolving door sort of labia thing happening. But either way, no, it's a good show. But anyway, you can go check that out. Didn't think I'd say revolving door labia, but here we are. We're just having fun. Shania Twain's there, and a true star. I mean, you don't get too many true stars there. You get a lot of the, a Machine Gun Kelly. Okay, right. And then, hey, Daisy. Oh, wow. Hold on. So is that Daisy? What is it? She's not tagged. A real life ray of sunshine. That's Daisy, right? How are they not going to tag her? So they put Daisy in the stories, but not Kaitlyn Bristowe. Oh boy, ageism, right, Caitlyn? Maybe here we have, look, the fact that they've got, the jokes that you can make here. Is she on Bachelor? Is this a Bachelor in Paradise contestant? No, it's a little wet hippo. I thought it was real because I don't understand why they would fake having a hippo there, but also why would they have a hippo there? I don't know. So there's Dasha, which is also the name my wife and I go by, Dave and Tasha. Kane Brown, Kane Brown was, of course, rumored to have been cheating on his wife with a Bachelor contestant. It was a story that Zachary Reality broke, and then Kane Brown's legal team got a hold of Zachary Reality very quickly, as far as I'm told. But I do think he ended up breaking up with his wife. I don't know the story. Who cares, really? All right, Miranda Lambert, the goddess herself. Shabuzi's good. If you guys aren't listening to Shabuzi, he's a hit. Bailey Zimmerman, also great stuff, is why we're sharing all of this. Who knows? Dan and Shay. Country musicians, they just don't get good names. The group name is Dan and Shay. Boy bands, you have cool names. K-pop, you got crazy. K-pop names are just like pharmaceutical names. They just take word generators and mash them together. You know what I mean? Anyone watching K-pop? This is the country music is the opposite of K-pop in that there is a lot of talent in country music, except bad dancing. So anyway, there they go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What else is there to say here? Was that Daisy again? Was that a different Daisy? Who's this? Zoom in. Is that Daisy? Kelsey Ballerini? I can't tell. I don't have my glasses on. I don't wear glasses. Maybe that's the problem. So anyhow, no more footage of Caitlyn or Jason. Now, was it awkward? Look, if I'm Jason or Caitlyn and I know I'm going to go to a red carpet and I know my ex is going to be there, I shoot him a text message. I say, hey, I'd love to say hi, give you a big hug, because there'd be nothing worse than going in for the hug and they do that double chin thing where they pull back and go, I don't think so. But anyhow, who's watching the dogs? The big question, right? So there they are doing their thing. Again, I don't think there's any more footage, but we'll barrel through just to find out. Lainey Wilson, Morgan Wallen, who cares, right? Just the who's who of people with problematic pasts and some of these guys. He said, what? Anyhow. All right, there it is. There's your story. That's going to be it for me. I will be back around noon Central Time for the Patreon, and we'll work on the afternoon rush hour podcast. Big day on the podcast. Tomorrow on the podcast, I've got a Business Insider article that is about Bachelor Nation and politics. The article is about how the different political campaigns are using Bachelor Nation to reach their audience. Very fascinating stuff. If you would like to subscribe to that or get ready for it, you can scan this QR code right here. We do 2 episodes a day. Last night's episode was pretty funky. This morning's one, because I was coming off of multiple shows, not sleeping because of the baby. Give me some grace. A lot of dirty diapers these days. I'm just literally covered in wet wipes at this point, which it could be a lot worse, trust me. But either way, if you want to check that out, I'll have the afternoon rush. I'll have all of your hurricane updates, pop culture news. I'm covering the Diddy story, Eric Adams, and all the other kind of scandalous stories going on. So you can catch all those, and we'll see you then. All right, have a good one, everybody. Stay dry. I'm Dave Neal. We'll talk to you later.